Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. In this game, we'll see Hartford going up against Raleigh. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. Go. And Raleigh with possession here. Pass to Adams. Now here's Edwards. Oh, he slams it down right on top of Devin Booker.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy and dunk out.
Really left him alone that time.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Edwards. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Rising up for the throwdown. Major hops from Edwards.
Booker can't get it to go. And it's Edwards with the ball for Raleigh. Rejected by Bull. Irving with it. Picked up by Cunningham. And Irving powers it home.
Doctor is in. What a display of those trademark dunking abilities. Quite unique. Julius Irving.
Now here's Edwards. Puts up a three. Sends it home from three-point land. Edwards has got 7 points in the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens. Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong kick he lays there. What a finish. You love to see that kind of explosiveness from Booker.
And here's Edwards outside. Hartford grabs the miss. Pass to Duncan. Here's Bird. Here's Duncan. Down low. Irving. It's blocked.
Excellent defensive timing that time by Tim Duncan.
Just 2 to shoot. Outside Irving. Here's Booker. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. 1:57 left in the first quarter here. Here's Edwards. Oh, Booker with a block. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker. 1:49 left to play in the first. To the paint. Here's Duncan. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Bull. Oh, the swat by Adams. Pass to Duncan. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And, you know, Duncan such a handful for defenders. That's why they end up having the foul.
It's his first trip to the line. That one misses. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Bird throwing it down. He doesn't do that a lot. But it showed you right there. He can do it when he needs to.
And the basket by Edwards. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Pass to Bird. Nails it from beyond the arc. Bird's got 8.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it. And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Adams. Oh, and Adams, strong finish.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Pass to Bull. Launches it. And Cunningham pulls it down.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And he gets the bucket.
And using that strong frame, Cunningham is able to drive in and muscle through contact.
Here's Bird. Give him 8 points now. And Irving powers it home.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Here's Edwards. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Pass to Bird.
Get there, get there.
from deep three-point range. It doesn't go for him. And there's James from the arc. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Raleigh. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be right back after this word. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Raleigh?
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
There's a screen by Bull. Pulls up on the wing. Here's Bird. Unable to get that one. Good work defensively by James. Plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
And looking at Edwards, the offensive skills he has are impressive. Now he must focus on improving his defense.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Edwards looking it over. Goes up at the elbow. The rebound by Raleigh.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch it, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching. Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
And Edwards slams it in.
There's a move for you.
Wow, just showed great creativity on his way to the bucket.
Hey, bump the move. How about the finish? That's right, fella. Bang that thing.
Now here's Bancaro. Finds room and goes for the jam. Bancaro.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Bancaro wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
To the middle. Here's Adams. Now Edwards. He's got 19. Yes, it's good. Duncan's got 6 points.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I mean, with this combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
Pass to Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Bancaro.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back. And when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
Here's Hartford now. 7-point differential. George outside. Drives to the hoop. And is blocked. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. .56 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards powers it home.
Rising up for the throwdown. Major hops from Edwards.
And Edwards puts up a deep three. And once again, off the mark by Raleigh. Here's Hartford back. By 5. And Edwards slams it in.
Putting on a show for the fans, going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant.
what I look like right now. Incredible.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Oh, Anthony Edwards takes flight.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Over to the wing. Here's Karolinko. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for Raleigh. Continued to rack up points in that quarter. His total for the night to 23. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And here's Edwards. Edwards slams it in.
Oh, my. That's why we have this breakaway round.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor.
That was
Bad intentions.
Green showing you some real attitude.
Oh, Edwards with style and authority.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
B.A., I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, you know, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
The three is up. Green able to hit from three.
3 points.
You've got to respect Green at the arc. If he gets open out there, he can make you pay.
Pass to Mutombo. Let's go with a three. Rebounded by Green.
Tried to come right back at him with the three. Not that time.
Here's Karolinko. The three is up. And that comes off the assist by Green. And now an 11-point Raleigh lead.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Hartford shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line.
There's always a spot for a guy like Draymond Green on your side. Incredible defender. He's unselfish offensively and a highly skilled passer.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Edwards is doubled. The three from Banchero. The big man, Banchero, showing the range.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Inside. And stolen by Banchero. Edwards with it. Green picks him up. Here's Mutombo. The rebound by Raleigh. They've led by as many as 11. James, right side. Oh, George with a steal. Here's Edwards. Pass to George. And it's Karolinko with a rebound.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And they're pushing it up. The kick out to Banchero. Incoming, Banchero. Off target at the rim.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Pass to Karolinko. Green for three. Sinks it from distance. Green's got 11 points.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And at 7'2", all Mutombo needs is a position near the hoop, and he throws it down.
Pass to Kirilenko. Launches a three. And no good. And so Banchero will bring it up for Hartford. 8-point game. And here's Edwards. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
You can run offense through Banchero time and time again. I mean, he is a special talent.
Got a piece of it. Here's Edwards. Going inside. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the foul. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to go on Draymond Green. Hartford shooting their third free throw shot of the game. 3 seconds left. And Wall with the layup.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
Here's Bird. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Raleigh on top, up 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. But this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Raleigh leading by 5. Outside Wall. Oh, Booker with a block. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Bull. And stolen by Booker. Here's Irving. Oh! Rebound by Raleigh.
Tell you what, he does not miss many of those. He's usually a very strong finisher in tight.
Outside Wall. The free ball. No good. Here's Hartford now. Trailing by 5. Here's Duncan. Pass to Bird. The three. Booker. Oh, yeah. Booker diving long distance.
What a skilled long-range shooter. I mean, imagine if Booker keeps getting better from that range.
Here's Wall. Here's Duncan. There's a screen. Clock at 6. And the 18-footer right on the mark.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Booker looking around. Outside Irving. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
How about Irving stretching out the defense, making the most of a rare trip behind the arc.
Pass to Adams. And slammed in by Adams.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And stolen by Cunningham. And they're running. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. With some arc. Can't hit that one. Ooh, good D by Irving. And stolen by Cunningham.
Not afraid of taking big shots. Cunningham rises to the occasion and delivers.
So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
1:57 left to play in the fourth quarter. Booker on the table. And Booker with the jam.
Huge, man. I mean, the defense knows what Booker's capable of, but cannot get a stop.
Here's Edwards with a drive. Booker with the defensive effort. Pass to Irving. To tie it up. Gets the three to fall. Irving's got 6 here in the quarter.
You step up.
Adams a screen. Here's Edwards. Ooh, the finish inside by Edwards.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
And the whistle on the shot. That's the contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot two.
Second team foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Raleigh.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And we also can't ignore how relentless they've been on defense, frustrating the opponent and generating a lot of steals.
Here's Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards has got 27.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting a rock every time.
Here's Booker. And it's Edwards with the ball for Raleigh. They've led by as many as 11. Oh, Edwards with style and authority.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Pick by Smith. Here's Irving. Money. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
The doctor, Julius Irving, is a smooth operator in the clutch.
Here's Edwards. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Outside Irving. Here's Smith.
Monster flush that time for the big man.
There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards. Oh, it's off the mark. Here we go to overtime. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Here we go. Pass to Robinson. Blocked. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith. And he stepped on the line, so they turn it over.
Just horrible timing for this team. That mistake could spell disaster.
Booker with it. Pass to Bird. Robinson with a block. Right hand outside. There's the triple. Hartford grabs the miss. To the inside. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Now here's Edwards. From deep three-point land. Oh, a deep three from Anthony Edwards.
Look at that from Edwards. Way out there.
For three, Booker. Pick by Smith. Tries again. And another shot. Pass to Duncan. Takes the three. Oh, a tremendous three. We're tied.
Duncan is on like he is now. There's really not much you can do about it.
Right side Booker. Up top Smith. Back to Booker. And stolen by Cunningham. And here they come. Strong drive by Edwards. And they'll keep possession. James, good look. And falls.
Boy, is it tough to stop LeBron right now.
Pass to Bird to take the lead. It's hauled in by Robinson.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Outside Irving. He got it up in time. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. So it's Raleigh picking up the win. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Whew.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching, and we'll see you next time. From everyone here at 2K, thanks for joining us. We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Go. And Raleigh with possession here. Here's Duncan. Inside. Outside Edwards. Adams a screen. It's Edwards with a drive. Here's Cunningham. And there's the rejection. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And Edwards puts up a deep three. No good on the quick three. Driving inside. Nifty move. And Edwards with a nice bucket inside.
Combination of size and athleticism makes Anthony Edwards so tough to check on the drive. Good luck and a good night.
Pass to Duncan. Rebound by Duncan.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
The kick out to Edwards. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket.
Right wing. Shoots from the right block. Uses the glass to drop it in.
Steven Adams is improving on the offensive end, and given his size and strength, he's effective from inside.
Here's McGrady. Hits the three-pointer.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Back to Adams. And the layup is good.
This is Steven Adams at his absolute best. This guy is a high percentage shooter because he understands how to use his range.
Here's Duncan. No good from outside.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And Edwards slams it in.
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Good on the bucket.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
And Edwards good for three. Edwards got 5.
Anthony Edwards getting into that pull-up game. Nicely done.
And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly. He's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes.
Here's Adams. There's the block. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 2. Edwards, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, the stays connected and great timing on the contest.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That was such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To the inside. Duncan. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. Here's Edwards. And he drives in. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, when you look at Anthony Edwards' frame, it is pro-ready right now. That upper body strength, the ability to play through contact, the and one. Yes, sir.
Here's the pick. And here's Edwards outside. Oh, good D by Edwards. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Edwards got 10 points.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the free ball.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for Raleigh. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment.
The visiting team, 14.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And looking at what we've seen from Raleigh, what do you guys think?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Now here's George. To the paint. Here's Reed. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
This guy is such a tough cover in the pick and roll. George threading the needle perfectly. Excellent pass.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And Atlanta with possession here. They trail by 1. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And so he hits both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Pass to Kirilenko. Three-pointer, no good.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
It's stolen by James.
You love that defensive effort right there showing up.
Outside wall. Here's Malone. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already. We're not even in the second half. Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
In transition, here they come. It's good.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Ball no good.
That's their plan to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Irving, that's good.
Ooh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
And that one's long. And here's Raleigh. It's a 5-point game. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Wall. Blocked. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, swiped away. Here's Hill. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor. He wouldn't miss that chance.
Good.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
There's a screen. Lets it go. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Wall's got his first 2 points.
That's just taking it upon himself. Wall does such a good job reading the defense and exploiting its weakness.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, weaving. No doubt whatsoever.
Here we go, one-on-one. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Don't you love the awareness that Paul George brings to the table on a night-by-night basis? How about that pass?
Now here's Irving. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. James with the rebound.
Home team foul. Julius Irving. First personal foul.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Kirilenko. Fires the three. He drops it from range. Kirilenko's got himself on the board with a three there.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Here's Malone. It's blocked. And they recover it. And here's Hill. Just 3 on the clock. And that's not...
They ain't giving me no fucking calls, bro. Like, what the...
That's been very close so far. Atlanta on top. They're up by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half of the game that's been fairly even so far. Atlanta leading by 4. Down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Irving fires from way outside. Misses the deep three-point attempt. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul.
I don't think you can help but admire what Draymond Green brings to the floor on a night-by-night basis. This guy plays with a giant chip, and he wants his teammates to come with him.
Now here's Green. Pass to Brand.
I got ball.
Here's Malone. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Soft touch off the glass. Malone's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Now Reed. The three. Fires in the triple. Atlanta leads by 4.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Avdia with a steal. It's George on the wing. Down low. Hill with it. Irving picks him up. Fast break. Here we go. Pass to Brand. In transition. George feels it out a bit. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And Raleigh with possession here. Trailing by 4. Here's Kirilenko. Launches it. Knocks down the long J. Kirilenko's got 6.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Pass to Kirilenko. Irving for 3. On target from range. He's got 5.
Well, it takes some guts to pull up from three-point range on the fast break, but definitely the right move. You drill it, you look good.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Edwards on the move. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, Anthony Edwards has got a well-rounded offensive game. He can put it on the deck and draw contact. Shows you right there.
For the away team, Anthony Edwards.
And both free throws good for Edwards. 1:31 left to play in the third. To the middle. Here's Irving. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Towering down with both hands.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Cunningham outside. Pass to Duncan. Back to Cunningham. No rebound by Atlanta. Inside. Here's Abdul-Jabbar.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
And here's Edwards outside. And once again, off the mark by Raleigh. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good. Abdul-Jabbar's got 10 points.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack at the level.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Both free throws good from James.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Apia left side. And stolen by Edwards. Here's Duncan. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
This is something Edwards is getting better and better at, facilitating for his guys.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Apia from outside. Adams grabs the miss. Here's Duncan. The putback. That one is off.
Oh my God, bro.
Now here's Apia. Oh, the swat by Adams. And so it's Atlanta leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been
37.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Outside Edwards. Takes it inside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And looking at Edwards, the offensive skills he has are impressive. Now he must focus on improving his defense.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Atlanta leading by 4. Pass to Eden. Here's Duncan. Puts up a deep 3. LeBron with the rebound. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Adams with the ball. Back to Edwards. Adams with the ball. Now James. Back to Adams. 5 on the clock. Cunningham. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Eaton's shot is good.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
The three, James. The rebound by Atlanta. They've led by as much as 10. Smith right side. Here's Duncan. Nails it from 3. And now it's a 9-point Atlanta lead.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Edwards can't hit. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
A nice shot by Duncan. Duncan's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, just continuing to unlock his game. If Edwards adds the playmaking component, watch out.
Adams a screen. And there's James from the arc. Counted from distance.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, the defender really went after him.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Atlanta?
Well, they did a tremendous job keeping guys fresh. Their aggressiveness took over, showcased by their points off the fast break.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. It's good from the top of the key. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Eden. Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple. And Atlanta leads by 12.
The ever-expanding skill set of Edwards. Nice dish right there.
Out of bounds. Atlanta will have it.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
From deep. The rebound by Duncan.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Eaton. Pass to McGrady. And stolen by Cunningham. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Back to Cunningham. Here's Duncan. Cunningham outside. Clock at 6. Tries again. Strong take by Cunningham.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
To the inside. Pass to McGrady. Three-pointer. But Atlanta misses again. There's Cunningham with a 3. Here's Robinson. And it's blocked. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Now Smith. The kick out to Edwards. And Atlanta misses again.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Here's the 3. Smith no good. Knocked loose. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
GG, bro.
And stolen by Edwards. From deep three-point land. Offline. So it's Atlanta picking up the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
It's so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.
I ain't gonna count them S-bots. They hit consistent though. Think about them S-bots. Got 7. 3 more wins. I need a center. I need a good center.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. In this game, we'll see New York against Raleigh. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. Go. And Raleigh with possession here. Pass to Edwards. Here's Duncan. Back to Edwards. Fires for 3. And it's New York with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch it, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching.
6 to shoot. George. Oh, misses the dunk.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Hey, we use the term explosive a lot, but Edwards, this guy is explosive times 3.
Pass to Giddey. Lets it go. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Here's Duncan. Back to Edwards. There's a screen. All sorts of time. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
You set him up, Tim Duncan will knock him down.
And Giddey has got the ball here for New York. 4-point game. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. To the middle.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Gilmore. Here's Duncan. Misses the 3. And here's Edwards. Drives to the hoop. And Edwards slams it in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Pass to James. They set the pick. Here's Gilmore. Knocked away.
The ball goes to Raleigh.
Raleigh leading by 6. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Here's Gilmore. Outside Giddey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three, James. Rebounded by LeBron. Pass to Duncan. On the table. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Here's Duncan. Still no points. It's George with the drive. Here's Gilmore. Connects on the 17-footer.
That's about as far out as you'll see Gilmore go.
Outside Edwards. Here's Malone. Second chance shot. And it's rejected. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. New York shooting their first free throw this game. That's good from George. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Out to James. And so it's Raleigh. It's closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Raleigh?
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
New York trails by 7. Inside.
Raleigh foul. Tim Duncan. First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Giddey. Kicks it to George. Shot clock at 6. And a jam by George.
George playing strong down low. Love to see him finish with authority.
Here's the pick. Right wing. Here's Malone. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the free ball.
And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time clutch.
Yeah, I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 6. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
There's so much that's impressive about Duncan, but I think the most impressive thing is how fundamentally sound he is.
Taking 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Now a timeout called by New York. And
as
the
the
coaches
GG Rose.
the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And Raleigh making a change here. And Giddey has got the ball here for New York. They trail by 9. Pass to Duncan. Out to James. Oh, LeBron buries a 3.
Well, defensively, you try to keep LeBron out of the lane, but then he drops that on you.
Here's Green. And he drives in.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
You know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Pass to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
And the Admiral, David Robinson, a big-time threat to dunk it down. Can't give this 7'1" center any room down low.
Now here's George. Fires the three. James with the rebound.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Green for three. Green gets up and powers it down.
Great play from Draymond, using some ingenuity to work around the defense.
To the left wing. Here's Duncan. Still without a bucket. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
When he gets room like that, look out, because he will score.
Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
And Green loves flexing on the defense. Welcomes the contact and overpowers it.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And Josh
God
Giddey
damn.
pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And Raleigh making a change here.
Can't stop it.
In for Raleigh, Steven Adams.
41 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Robinson. Oh, Green flexing on him with the strong finish.
Inside, Green can be very aggressive and physical, allowing him to do work scoring the ball.
Duncan. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey.
Duncan's got 4 points in the quarter. Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows. More and more guys in the league have that shot in the back now.
Good shot.
Duncan's at 1 to 8. He's got a sweet stroke for longer range.
Points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Into a bomb. Fred. Okay, stop it. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Plenty of basketball left in this.
What you gonna do about it? Stop bitching. Stop bitching. Stop bitching, bro.
New York trails by 7. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Now here's George. Pass to Duncan. Hauled in by Hill.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Here's Green.
Tipped. So hard to get a shot past Artis Gilmore because he's big, he's deep, and he's got those long arms. Nice block there.
Now here is James. Here's Gilmore. That shot off the mark. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. Outside, Green. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway.
Green showing you some real attitude on that throwdown.
New York trails by 9. Outside Giddy. Pass to Duncan. Kicks it to George. New York again can't hit.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Draymond. Oh, such a force inside.
Yeah, Green is having a solid night offensively. I'm sure the bench is really enjoying seeing him light it up.
Appreciate that top out, bro.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. And it's Caruso on the take. Pass to Olajuwon. Miller with it. Here's Olajuwon. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Caruso. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Hill with it, and Howard picks him up defensively. Adams inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Adams got his first basket.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Miller outside. Now Howard. And he got the
Bullshit, man.
So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
That's on Steven Adams.
Team foul.
Dwight Howard getting a little tricky there, pulling him in with the pump fake and able to draw the foul.
And so Howard nails them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Wall on the take. And they get it back. Oh, he misses the dunk. Stolen by Wall. Blocked. Right around 3 minutes into this second half.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
New York shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. He misses the free throw.
You know, on the floor, Keem just doesn't have a physical advantage. He's also very mentally tough. He brings a lot of focus to his game.
Raleigh leading by 10. Pass to Wall. Back to Adams. Uses the glass on the layup. Adams has got 4 points in the quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
He buries it from 3.
This is something Howard has been developing. He's been working on it, and he needs to keep hitting this shot for defenders to play him out.
And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul of the game. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And the big finish by Wall.
Not many guys can score on the move like Wall. A true slasher. Gets inside with ease and has a bunch of ways to finish.
Here's Worthy. No made baskets yet. Pass to Olajuwon. And it's Kirilenko with a rebound. Wall with it. Outside Robinson. Now here's Adams. And here is Hill. And so it's Raleigh closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Raleigh leading by 11. Here's Wall. Second chance effort. Robinson can't hit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now here's Caruso. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Ball for three. Gets the three to fall.
Boy, what an explosive athlete. I mean, Wall can stop on a dime going full speed. Not many guys can do it like that.
Here's Caruso to the paint. Shot clock at 5. Howard, the screen. Caruso misses.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
And the big finish by Wall.
And you can't talk about acrobatic finishers without talking about John Wall. Man, he's explosive.
Caruso.
He's showing us the handles a little bit right there. All the way to the rack.
And with the statement finish, too. Don't know how you stop that, man.
You don't. I mean, as a defender, you got to just stash that one in the memory bank and make sure it doesn't burn you the next time.
For Raleigh, first minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Edwards on the move. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Caruso. Here's Worthy. Pass to Howard. Here's Olajuwon. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Down low. Back to Miller. 4 on the clock. The jumper from the wing off target. Raleigh leading by 14. Here's Duncan. Down it goes. Jam that one home.
Duncan is not messing around when he's in this deep. All business. Very assertive and effective.
Here's Caruso. The rebound by Raleigh.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Here's Edwards. That shot is off. And New York has possession. The baseline J. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
You know, the defense has to
GG,
give
bro.
that. I mean, you can't give up that look.
And here's Edwards outside. Drops in the three.
Should just about do it. Big time shot in the final stretches here.
And they deserve it. They deserve to celebrate a dominant performance in what's going to be a blowout win.
Now here's Caruso. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off. 52 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Duncan. And it's Howard off the drive. Got a hand on it.
You see the athleticism of...
Oh, my goodness! A ridiculous slam!
Yes!
That was nice.
Insane throwdown right there.
Count that bucket. And here's Raleigh. Into the lane. Edwards.
And one!
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Third personal foul.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Now here's Giddey. That's out of bounds. Last touch by Giddey. Nine seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's Duncan. Buries the jump shot.
Tim Duncan.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming. Attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
So it's Raleigh picking up the win. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that it never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Tip-off goes to Orlando. Now Bogut. A shake. And Bogut slams it in.
Yeah, just a forceful finish there. Bogut has that natural power.
Duncan right side. Outside, Malone. No good from outside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And the basket by Edwards.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
And Bogut slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Easily for three.
Capable of guarding any position. Rock is also skilled at just contesting shots.
And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his third season. with Edwards, the chance is there. If he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, that he's going to be MVP caliber. And I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
And here's Edwards. Andrew Bogut getting it to go from deep. Outside Edwards.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Drops in the tray.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still goes 2-1 for Eagle.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Here's Bogut. It's stolen by Cunningham. Here's Duncan. Nailed from three-point land.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Bogut. Pass to Spates. And it's Orlando with enough space.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Kicks it out to Beasley. From the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Michael Beasley.
And you won't find many centers with better passing ability than both.
The three from LeBron. And Quingen pulls it down.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
There's 57 seconds left to play here in the first. Bogut high post. He's got 10. Quingen with it. Back to Bogut. Out to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. It's Beasley on the wing. Malone with the steal.
Great reflexes to get a hand on that pass and go the other way with it.
Here's LeBron. The drop.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, Moses Malone. That was a major league throwdown.
The shot by Spates. Nobody around. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And Edwards drops them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Orlando leads by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Orlando?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Cunningham. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Thomas got the lead up to 5 now for Orlando.
Yeah, such a sweet three-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Just 5 to shoot. Outside for George. It's stolen by Green. To the middle. Here's James. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Weight room muscle on display there, James. Even when he gets hit, he can still score.
Raleigh in their third free throw shot of the game. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Fry. Wembanyama, a screen. This one for three. Ali with the rebound. Now some of our view that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
Okay, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Gilgeous-Alexander's got himself on the board with 3 there. And Green slams it in.
Green showing you some real attitude on that throwdown.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Tim Duncan with the rebound. And so Green will bring it to the line. They trail by 1. And it's Green with the jam.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving that.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And here is Raleigh now. Green taking his time here. And stolen by Wembanyama. Thomas with it. Picked up by Malone. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Fry. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Raleigh now. Here's Cunningham. Thomas with the block. And now Orlando on the break. And Fry slams it in.
You gotta love his hustle. He's the defense. No time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
There's a screen. Pass to Fry. Here's the three. Tim Duncan with the rebound. Inside. Good, and the assist goes to James. Duncan's got 5.
That kind of defense is not going to cut it with Duncan. He's too good and just shrugs off the contact.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Buries the long-range jumper. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Malone left side. Seconds left now here in the second. And the layup's good off the glass.
Malone is relentless inside. So strong with non-stop effort.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Duncan outside. He's off on that one. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment.
The Orlando team, 31.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here's Wall. Driving to the basket. Thomas with the block. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, it's a pretty good shot.
Orlando leading by 3. Wembanyama looking it over. And he makes that one. Wembanyama's got 5 points so far.
And Mangum-BSM's ability to pick and pop from anywhere on the floor puts defenders on their heels.
Wembanyama, a screen. Over to the left wing. For 3, Fry. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ballgame right here.
Yep, it counts.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by Orlando.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Kirilenko with the rebound. Only trails by 9. No one near walls. He lets it go. Knocks down the 3 ball.
How about that? Nice to see Wall feeling it from beyond the arc. He really worked hard to develop that shot.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 11. And here's Fries with 3. Trains the 3-pointer.
3 points.
Fries got 6 points in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
I got ball.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. He trails by 6. That's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly.
Oh my gosh! Wide fucking open! They don't want me to win this game, bro.
He's got 2.
God!
Spates has got 8 points.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
And again, no good by Rollins. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Teardrop shot. Pass to Klingon. 6 to shoot. Screen by James. Malone with the steal. And here we go. Klingon into the hoop.
That's how you run the floor. Playing on attacking the defense with confidence.
Outside Irving. It's Klingon, top of the key. Kicks it out to LeBron. Oh, good on the triple. And so it's Orlando bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've done a lot of great work from long range. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Orlando leading by 7. To the left wing. Pass to Spates. Here's Bogut. Shot clock at 6. That shot no good. Some solid defense by Malone. The kick out to Cunningham. Raleigh moving the ball around. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Hey guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows or they'll call.
Now Klingon. And he drives in. LeBron outside. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. He trails by 7. Over in the corner, Cunningham. His 3-pointers off the mark. Ron right side. Pass to Spates. Screen by James. Lets it go from deep. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And you see that motion shot, letting them very consistent from distance.
And here is Spates. Under their nest by Orlando.
Bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3-ball back. They couldn't get it to fall.
Pass to Malone. Outside, Edwards.
Time to move.
And not many guys early size are this good at blocking shots. Takes incredible timing and athleticism.
Here's Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shot.
And here is Raleigh now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Now it's timeout by Orlando.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
During that break, Mike D'Antoni talked to his team. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything.
Oh my God! Oh my God! They called that bullshit.
Just powering it in despite the contact.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Edwards, good.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Here's Fry. Gets it out to Leonard. Front past the arc. Ali with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
On the attack in a big-time way. Look at that effort from Karolinko to get the big hoop.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Pass to Fry. Lets the 3 fly. Kicks it out to Beasley.
Man, you lucky, boy. You lucky. You lucky, boy. And lucky. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want to take the big shot. Stop. Seems like in the lane.
Outstanding effort that time to track down the long rebound.
He's one of the this game is so, the animation, boy, just the animation, so many animations. I took a head at that, bro.
And now he puts it up for Clark Kellogg and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
I ain't getting off till I get 60 wins. It's 2 more wins. That's crazy. It's good.
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. And it's Athens to start out. Here's Booker. Outside, George. And then jammed down as it goes right over Anthony Edwards.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Rowley moving the ball around. Malone with it. Out-guarded by Booker. Pass to George. Now Porzingis. A kick out to O'Neal. Good on the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
You got him.
Outside Edwards.
Yo.
Top of the key, Duncan. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
A tremendous score with the ball in his hands. Duncan, just too much for the D to handle.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Booker with no one around. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's Raleigh now. It's a three-point game. Edwards. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
Here's Leonard. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards lights the load, he's going to take it.
Back to Booker. Outside left. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls it from the elbow. Edwards with the block.
Well, I love whenever Edwards is disengaged defensively. Excellent job coming up with the block.
Jason Taylor. Anthony Edwards.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the first. Out to Duncan. James outside. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Tatum. 5 to shoot. Here's Malone. And it's Malone finishing it off.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Edwards can't hit.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
Malone, good. Malone's got his second bucket.
Malone is relentless inside, so strong with non-stop effort.
Here's Shaq. And the dunk by O'Neal.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Duncan up on top. Cunningham outside. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from. And that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
First personal foul.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
Joel Embiid. Tim Duncan.
Out to Duncan. Back to Tatum. Over LeBron. And so the first quarter's in the books. Early on top, leading by 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Raleigh?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Here's Green. Screen by Adams. Back to Green. Kick out to Adams. Oh, good on the 3.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the front.
Edwards looking it over. Pass to Tatum. Ah, there's Tatum's range on display.
This is why Tatum is a volume three-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
Adams right side. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here's George. And Embiid in the corner. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
Here's Bird. Pass to Embiid. Out to Edwards. It's stolen by Adams. Down low. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, nothing seems to phase Adams, even when you get physical with him.
The 3 from George. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got 5 now.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Edwards. Over Green. Out to Bird. To the paint. Here's Edwards. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Edwards got his first basket.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
To the inside. Here's Adams. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Adams has got 4 this quarter.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've got here in the first half.
And finished off by Edwards. Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And here's Bird for 3. Hits the three-point line. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Outside Kirilenko. Out to Brand. He gets hauled in by Athens. Closing in on 4 minutes play here in the second quarter. The 3 from George. Elton Brand grabs the board. And so Green will bring it up for Rollins. Pass to Adams. Green inside. Shoots the 3. He's off on that one. 3-pointer, Bird. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Trailblazers lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Now, here's Green. Banked in off the glass. Green's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And one thing about Draymond, he almost invites contact.
Keeps it loose. Kicks it out to Booker. Good.
Oh my God, y'all see that bullshit?
Now Green into the lane.
Another one.
By Booker. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. It's stolen by Hill. Here's Kirilenko. And the rejection by Leonard.
And those long arms and huge hands, Leonard has all the tools he needs to erase shots.
Kirilenko with it. Still without a basket. And he uses the glass on the lane. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
And here's Booker from the arc. Booker sinks the 3.
No doubt Booker
I forgot U.S. box.
confidence in that jumper. Feels like he can score from anywhere.
Out to Kirilenko. Back to Green. Lets it go with the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Here's Edwards. Raleigh with the rebound. They get a hand on it. James with it. Picked up by Edwards. James absorbing hits on the drive.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Out to Bird for 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Raleigh leading by 3. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Edwards. And out of bounds, Raleigh will have it. 1:36 left here in the third quarter. Edwards inside. Kicks it out to Malone. Back to Edwards. On the wing, Duncan. 6 on the shot clock. And the 3-ball is good. Duncan's got the lead up to 6 now for Raleigh.
It's rare that you see this from Duncan, so you know he had to really like the shot.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alteration.
Number 0, Jason Tatum.
1:07 left in the third quarter. To stop the run. Here's Embiid. Embiid powers it down.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
Outside Edwards. He takes a sweet jam by Edwards.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Here's Bird. And it's Bird with the jam.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call. He will shoot 2.
First personal foul.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham. A talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Edwards. Raleigh with the rebound. Here's Raleigh now. They're on a 12-4 run. Malone. Great D that time from Bird.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be. He is so strong in the paint.
And so is Raleigh with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Athens trails by 6. Booker inside. Outside, George. Over LeBron. George with the bucket.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
Edwards looking it over. Outside, Malone. Excellent D there from George. Here are the Trailblazers. The 3, Booker. And he's good on the 3-ball.
When textbook mechanics make it look like it's going in every time. Booker, unreal.
Duncan, a screen. Here's Edwards. Floats one. Porzingis with the block. Here's Booker. It's to the hoop. And the dunk by Booker.
And the coaching staff loves when Booker attacks. Puts the pedal to the metal there.
Inside. And Duncan gets it to go in. And it's 9 points for Tim Duncan. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the big shot.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up to Rollins. They lead by 1. Pass to Malone. And here's Duncan.
seconds remaining in the game. Teams.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Duncan's got 4 this quarter.
The concentration from Duncan doesn't budge even in the biggest of moments.
Off to Booker. Shoots it. Up again. And George able to finish.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just getting the ball and let him do his thing.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Big counter on this. A shot by Duncan. Nobody around. And it's round with another.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot. Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Athens trails by 3. Here's George. The way up missed. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Booker. Along right side. Cunningham outside. And there's the call on Devin Booker. And it is second foul at the game.
First team foul.
And here's Edwards. He's the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And Mainstays, good work at the line there. Now we have a 2-possession ball game.
Out to Porzingis. And here's George for 3. They get it back. Outside Leonard. Puts up a deep 3. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And we know George can score from all 3 levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Duncan. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Porzingis.
Yeah, way to play and attack mode and get to the line.
Second one is good. Being both at the line. It's a 4-point ball game. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
There's 18 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Booker, right side. Athens with another miss. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try this thing.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Here's Adams. No good. And so it's Raleigh winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got the sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost.
My last one, and then I'm gonna see what kind of cards I get. I'm gonna get off.
Hi, and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge.
Here we go.
And it's Chicago to start out. And here's Duncan.
I got him. Watch the screen.
Out to the right wing. Reed. And that comes off the assist by Duncan.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Duncan. It's stolen by Duncan. It's stolen by Edwards. Stops. Pops. Gets some room on the way in. And the bucket's good.
Well, that's Edwards on both ends. First the D with the steal. Then he's able to finish off the break solo.
Edwards drives in.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Screen by Malone. Edwards can't hit. And Worthy has got it here for Chicago. It's a three-point game. And now Rowley, fast break. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
There's not much a defender can do when George decides to go up with the pull-up. I mean, you got to respect both his shooting and his driving ability because of his speed on the dribble.
Cunningham. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Outside Worthy. Pass to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. He'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that. Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rack.
Three-pointer, Worthy. Outside for George. Pass to Reed. Second chance shot. And here's Duncan. It's stolen by Duncan. Paul George with the steal. And there's the drive. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Tim Duncan picks one up.
I think George is clearly one of the most difficult covers in the league. When he's taking it strong to the basket, the defense sometimes has no choice but to foul him.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And the basket by Edwards.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
For 3, Edwards. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
From deep, Malone. Chicago grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's George. He has 5. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And, you know, you talk about leadership. It comes in a lot of different forms and ways. And guys that provide that solid foundation for a team. Reed is one of those guys.
And he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in it, this lead will really start shrinking.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. 5 on the clock. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And so... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Dang, looking it over. The kick out to Ball. And stolen by LeBron. Here's Edwards. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Bang for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
3 points.
Tens got the lead up to 11 now for Chicago.
Yeah, you got to run Dame off that three-point line. He's superb at knocking down the triple thanks to that fast release.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Misses the 3. That's a 2 from Cunningham. Rebounded by Drexler.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Kirilenko. Hits it from 3-point range.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from 3-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
And Wall. Here we go now. Hill has the open look. No good on the triple.
I'm shocked that he didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly.
And the dunk by Drexler.
Drexler got the nickname Clyde the Glide for reasons. On display there. Loves to jam it home.
First personal foul. First team foul.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Kicks it out to James. Screen by Adams. Shoots it up.
And Ewing, also a dependable defender. Terrific at taking away space from shooters and just trying to make them uncomfortable.
And the 3 ball is good. Tens got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for Chicago.
Unwilling to let up.
They got that one. I'm just trying to win one more. Gonna thug it out on this one though.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here.
With me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce.
Oh, I guess I ain't got to play. I guess that's it. Man. I need a center. Like, I hope right side could be that center. I got too many guards. Got too many guards, point guards. I got enough of that. Give me Anthony Davis. Kyle Lowry. Knew it. At first, when the game started, y'all, Pink Diamond was the move. Like, Pink Diamond. Then it went up. Like, the 98 cards don't even matter no more. It's like Dark Matter, 100 overall. And up now. Wow. I'll be back later, y'all.